Maybe that's what you like.
No, it's not. I don't have a kink. Anyway.
And there was no bloodshed. I'm so proud of myself.
I don't think you're capable of bloodshed. I think Bemi is more capable of bloodshed.
Do you know what?
I'm actually the kind, nice one.
Really?
Ajay to one bang. Oh, Shoronga.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Off Air with
Bemi.
And I'm Tools. How you guys doing?
Hey.
You good? First of all, have you subscribed? Have you liked? Have you done everything? Are you following us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook? Where else are we on? We're on everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, so we have a fun episode for you this time. We're going to be talking about the sweetest era of Nigerian music. And if you love us, if you really love us, you'd have gone to our Instagram page and you would have answered the question, okay? You let us know what you think the sweetest era of Nigerian music was. Have you been paying attention to this Cardi B trial?
I love Cardi B.
I have not. I love her. I love her. You know how sometimes you have an artist that you'd love to hang out with? Cardi B is on that list. Cardi B and Rihanna.
You know,
for
she's
me.
my bestie.
So she is absolutely hilarious. When I saw it, I was like, this is a skit. This must be a skit. And one of the funniest things that she said, first of all, she is just ridiculously funny. The person, if you don't know what happened, this is back in 2000 and, wasn't it 18?
2018. She had some sort of...
She went to... she went to her, is it gynecologist or something? I believe she was pregnant at the time. She got there and the security guard was apparently filming her. And she obviously, quite rightly, was like, don't film me. They got into like a verbal altercation, apparently. But the security guard is now saying that it was a physical altercation, that Cardi B scratched her and she had like PTSD and she couldn't do this. And this woman brought her mum and her grandmom to come and lie for her. And Cardi B is having none of this because in America, what generally happens is celebrities and very, very wealthy people, they have like a lot of frivolous lawsuits thrown at them. And the person that, decides to sue them is hoping for a settlement.
A payout. It's a shakedown.
Yeah, so that's what this woman was hoping for, that Cardi B would be like, okay, my lawyers go settle this is rubbish, but whatever. Cardi B was like, no, I'm not settling. Cardi B came to court. And one of the funniest things was when she said she's security heavy. I was like, oh my God.
She called you fat, ma'am.
She was like, she looked like she could protect a building. I was like, oh my gosh. Her lawyer, the plaintiff's lawyer is from, did they say Temu? Or somewhere. The guy does not know what he's...
lawyer.
Very, very terrible lawyer. Very terrible lawyer. But I just love the fact that Cardi B is standing 10 toes. She's like, you cannot shake me down. You cannot do this. And they're really trying to aggravate her. They're really trying to get her to be angry. And she's just there, like, just making everybody laugh.
Listen.
I thought it was part of a promo for her.
Let me stop screaming. But you know that, first of all, Cardi B, you're trying to shake somebody who is street smart. She's been a stripper. She's been on Love and Hip Hop. Are you joking? She has been through so much. So you're just like, so you think that asking her some questions is going to rile her up in a courtroom. The only thing I'm annoyed about is that she's allegedly pregnant for this new dude.
I'm hoping it's not.
Sister, he was just your boyfriend for 2 minutes. Why are you pregnant again? But you know what? It's not my business. It's her uterus and not mine. But it's true. I mean, no, but it's true. At the end of the day, was my own. I'm just a big fan, but it's okay. Now, did you see the part where the lawyer asked her, did you call her, what did they say? Did
you call her fat? And she's like, no, I called her a bitch.
See? We don't have our swear jar, but we have POS this time.
That wasn't even a swear word. Is bitch a swear word?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Twice. You used it twice.
Answer, is bitch a swear word?
Yes, it is.
Good, thank you.
Just said it.
No, because I was repeating what she was saying.
You were the first helicopter.
Anyway, pay up, please.
But that wasn't... Wait.
Oh, God.
That wasn't from my mouth.
Please, I need a pay chant. Pay.
Anyway.
Sanwo.
How much are you collecting from me?
We'll collect 5K, it's okay. 5K. Okay. It's better than that old school swear jar that we used to do back in the day.
Whatever happened to the money? You know what? I think she took it.
No. But this season...
Put 5K.
This season, we're gonna... maybe give it to like a fan or something, a fan of the show. Maybe someone who has been consistent. Maybe you've been consistently like commenting on our YouTube comments, or maybe something like our Instagram, something or TikTok.
This is so wrong. This is so wrong. This is like, you're shaking me down like that woman's trying to shake down Cardi B.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyways. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing now. It's called the swear bank. I
shall not swear again for the rest of this season.
Does anybody believe her?
No.
Thank you.
But what do you guys classify as swear words?
Everything.
You were trying to set me up. You're a joker. You think it's gonna work? It's not gonna work.
Moving on. Very sad news about Fina's sister. If you don't know what happened, Fina's sister was involved in an accident with a Dangote truck, and when we first heard, she apparently had already lost a leg, and then she unfortunately passed away. And it's just another situation of, like, I guess, Nigeria happening to you.
I mean, Nigeria not happen to you is a valid prayer.
Yes, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I want to talk about two things. First off, this sort of reminds me of, I think it was early this year, where this tech guy who had relocated to, I think it was Canada, and he came to Nigeria, I think for a short while, and he has a motorbike. He had a motorbike, and he was involved in a car accident, and he was killed. And you're just thinking, why the hell does this happen? Why the hell do you have these people driving these trucks that you really need to check their qualification? You need to check that they're not driving under the influence. You need to check so many different things. So it's very heartbreaking that happened. But what do you think the company, when I say the company, the Dangote company, how do you think they should handle this? Because right now, she's unfortunately passed away.
Before she passed away, I think that the way they even handled the whole situation was just wrong. First of all, there's a human life involved. When she was alive, they should have, first of all, maybe found every possible way to ensure that she gets the best medical care. Also, I'll just let the public know that you are doing everything in your power to make sure that this person is getting the best possible care. Apparently, they allegedly didn't move her to like a private hospital or a better hospital until Fina made some noise. That's what she said to us. That's what she told us. You shouldn't have even let it get that far. You should have, first of all, told her, please, number one, no more going to the internet. We're going to do our best to do everything possible and not just say it, actually do it. I feel like maybe because she felt like they were not moving fast enough, or they were not doing what, she felt like they should do. Because I saw a clip where she said, oh, if this were one of his kids, God forbid, she won't be in a hospital like this, which we all know is true. On one hand, somebody was saying to me, oh, why does she keep calling his name? After all, if you go, like he wasn't the one driving the truck, but at the end of the day, these are the demerits of, well, this is part of it. Basically, you get the good, you get the bad of being popular, being, so wealthy and all of that. I feel like maybe it could have been handled better. At the end of the day, we're also not medical doctors. We don't know how far or how bad or how ill or how injured this woman was. And it's just a sad situation that even Fina herself, who was also fighting for her sister's life and fighting for everything, also ended up in the hospital. I don't know if you saw. And when I saw the picture, I was like, who took this picture? Why would you take this picture? Like, is there no line now with social media? What, like, she was so vulnerable. She was just lying there. I don't know whether she was sleeping or whatever it is, but why did you have to take her picture? Like, and it's such a sad situation, and I hope that there's nothing that they can do right now. Number one, there's no amount of money they can do right now to bring back this woman, obviously, from the dead.
I mean, she has children, so they need to make sure the children are fine.
Yeah, I just hope and pray that this is also a wake-up call to other companies to ensure that whatever it is that your employees are doing, you make sure that they have the required qualification, you make sure that they're not under the influence, you put all these checks and balances in place so that people don't lose their lives needlessly. It's just absolutely,
And what was also apparent is there's so many stories like this. And when you look into it, you'll find out that it's sometimes the people that make the most noise that, you know, end up having some kind of results. Because there's probably like a family somewhere that the exact same thing happened to them.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't have like a big enough platform. Maybe they don't know the right people. And it's just like, it's unfortunate. I think what scares me sometimes about Nigeria is how death is so... It's just not a big thing to certain people. And
Because
I'm like,
people just die anyhow, anyway.
This is a family member. This is someone's daughter. This is someone's mom. This is someone's granddaughter. Do you understand? And they're just gone and you're just supposed to be like, it is what it is.
And if you ever find yourself in such a situation, I feel like you should ensure that apart from, you know, talking to the authorities, make sure you speak with people who have some sort of track record of fighting for people's justice and not people who... Well, let's just leave it at that. Just make sure you go to the authorities and not... That's all.
Okay, so up next, we have got a new segment, a very new segment. So we, on this show, we want you to make money.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if you guys are watching us and you have money in your pockets, you might want to give us some of that money. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. It's true. It's true.
Oh my God.
Anyhow, it is called Money Zone from Money Point. So we're going to be telling you a bit more about that in a few minutes.
But let's get to the topic of the day. And this is something I'm super excited about because we're quite knowledgeable about this topic. We're talking about the sweetest era of Nigerian music.
Yes.
We want to know your thoughts. We want to also feel free, comment if there's songs that you remember, if there are artists that you remember, we're going to also get into that Billboard list, but if you agree with that list or not, feel free to comment wherever it is you are watching us or listening to us right now. And we're going to talk about it. And we also have a guest as well. So,
My favorite times definitely when I was in the clubs. Oh my gosh.
So you're not in the clubs anymore?
Not so much. When I go to the clubs now, I'm like, okay, I've been dancing. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been here for a few hours. It's 11 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God, I want to go home. But like back in the day, oh my gosh, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we're still jamming. And if you wanted me to stay in the club and if you wanted me to keep dancing, wishing to more hits.
Screaming.
1A. You don't even understand. Like,
I understand.
Wish you to more hits.
I understand.
What's the Oroboto Bad? That was my jam.
Why? And they say you should come and be in the video. You ran away.
No, but you know I'm a rubbish video vixen. I've been in like 2 videos and it was painful. I was in Very Good Bad Guy, Sam Sultan, may his soul rest in peace, and Banky. And so it was Sam Sultan that made me do it. I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, no, do it. And I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, I will be very awkward. So he's like, no, you've got this.
You've done more than 2 music videos. You were not in any Links video?
No, I was on the song. I featured on the song. I chickened out of the video. I was in Pop Champagne, Dr. Sid. I didn't know I was supposed to be in the video. I thought I was supposed to just be part of the like energy on set.
You are not the Links. You are not in any Links video. You are in a Links video.
No, he asked me to be in Good Loving and I chickened out. But back to the Sounds on Sound one, got there and then they're like, be sexy. And I'm like, I don't know what you mean. And they're like, just, and I'm just standing, I'm like, and it was painful. And they were like, oh, do this. And I'm like, no, I'm not a...
Shout out to video vixens, the girls that know what to do and how to do. I think I was the only one video and I was so shy. I'm sure they were like, who brought this one here, Seth? But, and it was Tiwa's video, funny enough. But yeah, we'll talk about it. Let's
tell you, I've been in more than... Oh, yes. There was one that Banky
Girl, you've done at least 10 videos.
Not 10.
Okay.
But I just don't like it when I can be in a video, in a music video, but when they ask me to be a video vixen and when they say stuff like, oh, make love to the camera, and I'm just like...
Who says that?
No, they just be like, be sexy, and I'm just like...
Between Tools and myself, we've been in the music industry, I've worked in music and entertainment industry for a good, if you count how many years we've been in the industry, it'll be about 30 years or thereabout. What's that? But honestly, we wanted to have this conversation for a long time, but we knew that we wanted to bring someone in to also talk about it, probably bring some nuance into it. And we brought our fabulous guest here today. His name is Motolani Alake. welcome. How are you? He's a
Thank you
music
very much.
journalist
Welcome.
and critic. Yes, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
He has a lot to say.
He has a lot to say. So
That's why he's tightening his hand to his chest.
First off,
Okay, let me
you saw the
relax.
Billboard list of
Yeah.
the 50 hottest is Afrobeat songs
Of all time. According to them.
according to them.
Yeah.
All right. So you went through the list.
I did.
Were there any like, oh, really? And were there, why isn't this person on there? And what about number one? So at number one, it was African Queen by Tiwa.
Yeah.
Do you agree or do you disagree?
First things first, thank you very much for having me.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Real privilege to be here. I've listened to you guys since I was very young, secondary school thereabouts. Yeah.
I was also in secondary school when I was a
Yeah, so I really, it's a real privilege to be here. Thank you very much for having me again. The list. Interesting. I really didn't want to check the list because I've been trying to detach, just to not see things that piss me off about just.
What pissed you off about the list?
No, nothing yet. Not about the list. Just things that. See, immediately I saw Best Afrobeat Song by Billboard. I wasn't interested, to be honest, because these people have a way of misrepresenting African music or Nigerian music. Mm-hmm. But the good thing on this, the reason why I even opened this was because one of my people that I really like, Wale Lokorende, who's a journalist, was part of the people that curated it. So I checked the opening 50, but it was only one person that I liked out of the people that curated it. So I checked it. I didn't like it. So I checked out. But then I checked it now, and I'm like, first, I know that lists cannot be perfect, right? Because I've made lists. I've been dragged for lists. So I know lists cannot be perfect. But then there are some things that you look at and you try to understand what the parameters are. So the first question is, what is Afrobeat? That's the first question, right? Because we need to understand the scope of Afrobeats. Because for me, the greatest quote-unquote Afrobeat song of all time, if we're talking Afrobeats, is...
Fela?
No, it's Premier Gao. That's the greatest song. It is.
So what do you think about the
But-
what do you think
but-
about the Drake? Yeah.
Oh, that was good, actually, but it is.
You know what though? I feel that as Nigerians, especially Nigerians who live in Nigeria, our definition of Afrobeats is different from the definition of Afrobeats from somebody that's
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but Afrobeats. I did a lot of this. Kelvin was my producer.
Yeah.
We must have done like 8 facts only episode on this topic. Afrobeats is not our creation, right? We didn't create the term Afrobeats, but we needed an umbrella term, a descriptive, when our music needed to travel. We are not the first.
I
We'll not be
fought
the
that
last.
term so
right?
much, though.
I said this on those episodes. I listen to a lot of podcasts, is what I do. I listen to a podcast called Popcast by the New York Times. And we are not the only people that are suffering this. Reggaeton is also an umbrella term. It's not a genre, right? When I listened to that episode was when they were now breaking it down. The ones from Colombia, the ones from Puerto Rico, the ones from Mexico. I didn't know all of this.
There's even like Dom Republic as well.
Exactly. So I didn't know all of these various... Then I researched K-pop. When you start going into the various the actual genres in those places, you understand that Afrobeat is not the first, but we needed an umbrella term because to me, I can't tell the difference between all those K-pop or reggaeton subgenres. When I listen to it, I'll just call it reggaeton because the identities are different. As a Nigerian, if I listen to Ghanaian dialects, all of them sound the same to me because I'm Nigerian. The Ghanaians, when they listen to us, they say it sounds the same.
Okay,
It's
let's
just what
do
it
this.
is.
Let's do this.
No,
Finish.
Can I just... So the problem is the Afrobeat thing to a foreigner, a white person, all these African pop sounds sound the same to the person. The only thing he knows is it sounds African. It's African pop music. So by whatever it is, you can't tell him, okay, this one is Juju, this one is Coupé de Calais, this one, he doesn't understand. It's just Afrobeats. Everybody should go and rest. Simple.
Okay, I was going to say, can we interchange... This is again referring to the Billboard list.
Yeah.
Can we interchange Afrobeats with just Nigerian?
Exactly.
So what do you think of their top 10 list of songs? Again, let's just interchange that
the top 10
term.
list of songs.
Do you think that African Queen by Tiwa is the best Nigerian song?
I think it should be a contender, yes. If I made my list, would it be number one? Probably not.
What would be number one on your list?
I just said it. Premier Girl. That's it.
That is like you.
That's the greatest African pop song in contemporary times. It is.
What
I
would
can
be
prove
yours?
it.
I can't name a song. I can't name a song because there's so many.
Yes,
but
yeah.
African Queen will not be on my list.
African
it will not be
Queen will
number
not be
one.
number one
It
on my
won't be
list.
number one.
Yeah.
It will be there, but it won't be
It will
number
be there,
one.
exactly.
So I feel that music can be such an emotional experience.
Yep.
And there's certain songs that take you back to a memory. Like if you have a song that's connected to like a great memory, that song automatically will probably become one of your, favorite songs.
Yeah.
Would African Queen be in my top 10? Possibly. Yes, actually it would
Possibly
be.
in my top 10
but,
as well.
my number one would be Gongwaso.
Fair.
Like nice.
I get it.
That song, I remember the first time I heard it, I literally had goosebumps.
Yep.
It was the beat, it was just the, and I remember, and the Yoruba, there was like a
Conk.
It wasn't like it was like old
regular.
school Yoruba. And I remember I was so obsessed with the song that I got all the lyrics and I sat down with my uncle and I just said, can you just translate everything? Because the Yoruba was beyond me. It was like some deep old school Yoruba, and I just sat down and he just, like translated everything. God rest his soul. So that song will always have a special place in my heart, which is why, sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me for this.
No, it's
which
okay.
is why, nice. I saw you the other day.
Pull up.
If you're performing that song and that the white Nigerian guy, there was one show that I saw. I love that song so much. I remember they were performing. Nice was on stage. He was performing it, and then there's this guy called the White Nigerian. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
And the
I
next
know
thing they gave him the mic, and I'm just like, okay, this is nice. And then they let him perform the whole song.
Huh.
And I was just like, why? I was so annoyed. So please don't do that
For
again.
the spectacle.
Yeah, it was
That's
just
what it
very.
is.
I was like, you're white. That's cute.
I think that Flavors Nabania, Flavors, what's it called now? The Ashewo
Baby.
song.
One Baby.
Yeah, even though people are not very happy with the lyrics, they say, okay, it's demeaning, this and that, but I think it will also be in my top 10.
Yeah, it will be in my top 10. Chop My Money is the one that sticks out in there for me.
It should be there or shouldn't be there.
No, shouldn't be there. It's not even
Why?
It's not a top 5 P-Square greatest song.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think their older stuff is better?
Do Me is the greatest P-Square song of all time.
It's taking me back.
Busybody, then there's Busybody remix. Then there's I think the list, I understand, so perspectives are very important. I think they made the list based, there's a lot of recency bias, there's a lot of international acclaim angles to the list. So
Yes,
I get it.
yes.
Because it's also a Billboard list. Like, Calm Down is going to be there,
Yeah.
CK Love Quantity is going to be there,
Essence
is going
Wizkid
to,
and
I
Tems.
get it. But
Yeah.
if we were going to make a list, will some of the songs make it? I don't know.
Okay. So let me ask what you think, and you just tell me yes or no, if the song should be there or not. Are we saying, Styl-Plus Olufumi, let's start easy,
Styl-Plus Olufumi
should be there?
At what position? Top 10.
It's up to you. Feel free.
Top 10.
Maybe we should
Top
look at the top 10.
10.
Maybe we
Top
should
10.
look at the top 10.
It might be contending
that
for
will
number
actually
10
be
for
a
me.
top 5 song for me.
Might be contending for top
Styl-Plus
10
is
for me.
Olufumi will actually-
Probably not for me.
And funny enough, when the song came out, I was not in the country. But when I came back and I started working on radio, I flogged that song, even though it was years old by then, but I
Yeah.
still flogged it because I was just like, this is great.
It is insane.
This is absolute, and I feel like also Tribesmen. I don't know, I can't remember all the 50 songs that are on the list, but Tribesmen need to be here, especially. I don't even know whether to pick between Plenty Things or
Plenty Things.
what's the one that has the really
the one that Yoshina shot the video. What's the title of that song? I can't remember the title, but yeah.
I'm just going to say
Let's
that I
go to the
find it
list.
absolutely disrespectful that none of Tiwa Savage's music is here. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm scrolling through it. I'm on the site right now, and I'm scrolling, and I'm just like, okay, she has
As a solo
as
artist.
a solo artist.
As a
The
solo
song that they
artist.
put where Tiwa Savage is featuring Don Jazzy with Eminado.
How old are the people that made the list first and first?
I mean, Omo,
I think that's the first. I think that's
don't know.
another
Like,
perspective that we
So
need to
I
look
have
at.
my personal favorite Tiwa era.
Yeah.
And that was, when that
Kele.
was, that was
When
like
she
when
first
she was
came
my
out.
African pop queen.
yeah.
Tiwa Savage is
So how is
the
Kele
standard.
Love didn't make it? How did Even this isn't her song. It's a song that she featured on the one with Pacha Rankin.
Yeah.
Oh, Girlio.
Yeah. I love that one.
Okay, so let me just go through it real quick. So number 1 is African Queen, Tubaba. Number 2 is Wizkid's Ojuelegba. Number 3 is Flavor's One Baby.
He raised his eyebrow. What's yes or no?
Ojuelegba number 2. I get why it's there from their perspective. The only
Rema.
reason why it's there is the remixes and
Rema,
the
Calm
Drake
Down.
angles.
Number 4.
Rema,
Number
Calm Down.
5, Wizkid featuring Thames, Essence.
Disagree with that.
CK Love Nwantiti at number 6.
Agree or
with
disagree?
that. Disagree with that.
Number 7, Oliver Twist Banj.
Agree with that.
Number 8, Davido Fall.
I get it.
Number 9, Burna Boy Ye.
I get it.
And number 10, P Square Chop My
Strongly
Money.
disagree.
I feel like P Square
Strongly disagree.
has at least 5 songs that are better
At
than
least.
this song. Anyway, let me all scroll all the way down to number 50 was Weird MC's.
Is it Ijoya?
That's a good one.
let me see, let me
That's
see.
very good representation. I like it.
Let me go back. I think it's either Ijoya or Allen Avenue. I can't remember.
Okay, so essentially,
Allen Avenue
this,
by Ijoya.
this list,
Ijoya.
yeah, this list basically inspired this question.
Yeah.
This
When do you
entire
think-
episode.
Yes. In your opinion, when do you think the hottest or the sweetest era of Nigerian music was? Okay, so let me give you these options. So we've decided to give them different names.
Yeah.
Label Power Era.
Label Power Era.
So when your more hits, EME,
2000s.
EME, Chuck City.
That's so cute.
This is between 2004 to 2011.
She's repping.
Why are you laughing?
You're repping.
Because it was cute.
You're repping.
Then there was the 90s boy band and pop explosion, 1990s to early 2000s. Then there was, hold on a second, club jams, club banger takeover, 2010 to 2015. Afrobeats-to-the-world, 2015 to present. Street Hop, Zanku, and Malian Wave, 2016 to present. Then Alter Movement. Okay, let me leave my opinions.
I beg.
2015 to present. No, I love Alter music, but I feel like it just never
Next.
really.
Damn.
I love Alter music.
Damn.
They called me Alter Auntie.
Oh.
And then Next Gen, my Piano Wave, 2020 to present. Okay, so those different eras that I've given you, which one do you think was the sweetest?
The sweetest.
The sweetest. There's a reason we said sweetest, not best, sweetest.
Wala online. Anyway, the first thing, is it my favorite? Is it the
Your
greatest or is
favorite.
it important?
You
Oh,
can
Joy,
you can answer 2 ways. You can basically say what your favorite is, and as a music expert, what
Hey, expert.
Is that not what
journalist.
Hey.
Is that not what
Historian.
What's a wine?
So when was your favorite era?
My favorite era, and I think it's also the most important, coincidentally. I think it's 2004 till like 2012, 13.
So that's what we've called the label
I think
power
it's the
era.
most important.
So that was
Yeah.
when the big record labels, the EME, More Hits, Chalk City, Storm as well.
Everything
Storm was even earlier, I think.
everything that made Nigerian music before, everything that Nigerian music has become after, they are all from that era. I'll break it down. 1, the 60s, 70s, according to my research and what people have told me, gave birth to a lot of the 70s and the 80s and some parts of the 90s. Now, the 90s came up with a lot of hip-hop and R&B. There was a lot of rock music from behind. There's a lot of disco and funk. The 2004, then the hip-hop and the R&B. 2004, everything came into that 2004 era. Then 2005, 6, 7 crystallized and became the most important and became the 4 most important albums in terms of Afrobeats were released during that period. Gongwaso, Nice, Mushin to More Hits, Timaya, True
Did you mention
Story.
No Long Thing?
No, I've not gotten there. No, I actually don't think it's there. I think it's Entertainer, actually.
Okay.
I don't think it's No Long Thing.
Okay.
I think it's Entertainer. I think it's those 4 albums that whatever you want to... people are going to say, one, the Coast Machine to More Hits. I can't argue necessarily. But I'll put those 4 albums because Timaya's True
Have
Story...
you got something against Mission to More Hits?
No. I don't disagree. Timaya's True Story, when it comes to what we call the refined street hop, is you can trace it back to that. Whatever K Solo them did with Timaya, the sound, the fast-paced beats, that era. One Day Cole, all the pop boys are from One Day Cole. That's easy. Now, the experimental, what I would like to call hyperpop that you can't define is entertainer. What is the genre of Kimon? What genre is Kimon?
Let's go.
I don't know.
Exactly.
What would you call that?
It's basically genreless, but it's pop music, right? It's pop music. You can dance to it. You can vibe to it. There's a lot of there's a South African import on that album as well. Fall in Love was on Entertainer, right? Right?
I can't remember.
We can do
that.
quick research on that.
Exactly.
I can't remember.
So there's a South African import as well. I'm a piano, whatever you want to call it. Then the most important part for me is even the music business part, right? Alaba had a stranglehold on this country.
Yes.
The model that Alaba ran is basically what music distros and labels are running now. Nigeria was ahead of it. Advances. Go and research and find the music. You give advances. You release at a certain time. There's a split on it that comes back to the artist, even though it never came back.
Fall in Love was on The Entertainer.
Exactly. Even though it never came back, but that was the model. So 2004, 2012, 13, that's
13.
in my opinion, contemporary times.
But do you also feel that, so that actually is like my favorite. And I had to, when I was thinking about this, I had to really think, okay, do I have like a bit of a bias? Because that was when I was in the clubs, like my life depended on it.
You were in the clubs.
And then also that was, because I moved back to Nigeria in 2009. And I got the sort of end of that. And I literally could have gone out every single day because the music was amazing. The music was fantastic. And when I was thinking about the answer to that, I had to be like, okay, is it one of those things that, as you get older, you're not partying as much?
Nostalgia.
And yes. So I thought, is it more of a nostalgic thing?
I
feel that for me, the music back then, oh my gosh, should I say back then? Oh wow. Oh my gosh. The music then.
Elder. Music ain't like it was in my day.
Anyway, so for the music then, it just had like a different feel. And I think, back to what you were saying, I think that was around that era, I feel that that's when the Nigerian sound was defined. Had just entered into like a new 100%.
I think mine is broader. I think from like 2004, 5 to like, I would say like 2018. And so it's a lot in there because like you said, I started radio when you couldn't hear a 1 hour straight of Nigerian music.
Exactly.
You understand? And then I literally got in trouble at work because there was an hour where we'd play African songs and then you put in 1 or 2 Nigerian songs. And being the rebel that I am, started playing started playing more. All the Nigerian songs. And then Mr. Chris and I had to go talk to him and he was like, why did you do that? I was like, oh God, that's what's happening outside in town.
Facts.
Now, where Nigerian music is getting...
Is number one.
I remember...
Drake is not bigger than Wiz in Nigeria now.
I remember interviewing the band when he first came back to Nigeria and I was like, what the hell it felt like an earthquake happened in the studio. I was so dizzy after the interview, and that was my first interview.
Oh, wow.
So literally, and it was a weekend. Because he was like a toddler. He was all over the place. It was a lot happening and I was just like, wait. But at the same time, I feel like it was indicative of what was happening in the scene at that time. And then, then you move, then there was so many more acts coming out and, we could see so many different things. People started taking notice
100%.
of because what we had then, what we're excited about was, foreign artists are coming here to perform. It was in this Lagos, I got to see Beyonce and Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige and all these people. And then all of a sudden, now it's our artists going over there and doing things. Oliver Twist did crazy things.
Let me ask you this. The international artists coming, was that really because of Nigerian music or because Nigerians pay a lot?
No. There was something called the This Day concert.
It was both of them.
So that's why
it was both factors.
we were able to see.
Because I know that a lot of the international artists come to Nigeria because they get paid a shitload. I need to rephrase my answer. So I said the label era. So I think the tail end of label era into like the club jams, club banger. That was my era. When was Mushim to More Hits? Was that
2009?
Mushing to More Hits probably, as much as I've said that Gongwaso is my favorite Nigerian song, I think Mushing to More Hits probably is one of my favorite albums. It's one of those albums that I can literally listen to
From top to bottom.
no skipping.
I agree.
And I can do it again and again. And I'm going to go to the next area of this. I feel that Wande Cole is one of the, should I say, top players in this new wave of Afrobeats.
His style.
When you say top
His
players,
style.
what do you mean?
When is top player the right word? Basically, he's one of the artists that has been so instrumental to the newer stuff.
Absolutely.
That is not getting the recognition he deserves.
I think it does.
I don't think.
I think it does.
Well, I mean, I know one day went through some things and he didn't.
He's a bit of a recluse.
Yes, he is. He is.
I
But
think he does.
it makes me sad. They're like
You
a whole
think
bunch
he does
of
get
people.
the
Yeah,
credit?
100%.
I don't think you said one day.
I think people even
Wande
isolate
is
him
their
as the
daddy.
only one. And I
Wande is
don't
their
think he's the
daddy.
only one, to be honest.
I said
He is,
one of.
he is.
He said
He
yeah.
is,
So
he
you
is,
even you
he
said
is,
that
he is.
a lot of these artists
All of them are from him,
inspired
yeah.
By one day.
I think the three ones that have been the most influential in terms of like style and all of that, one day won. I think Wiz to an extent for a short period of time. I think everybody wants to sound like Rema now. All the kids wants to sound
But
like
Rema wanted to sound like Wiz.
Like Wiz. And Wiz was a little bit from the one day school. Like, that's how it is. That's just life.
Okay. It's funny you mentioned, I think Tiwa as well.
Yeah.
I feel like Tiwa paved the way for a lot
Tiwa Savage is the
of-
greatest Nigerian female artist of all time. Come and catch me.
Period. I think I remember when she got so much flack
Yeah.
for her dressing, her performances. It was almost like she couldn't do anything right.
Yeah.
You understand? Oh, her skirt is too short. I remember when somebody took a photographer, she was wearing like a really tiny skirt and she was on stage and this photographer stood there and took pictures of under her skirt and they circulated the pictures around and I was like, what did this girl do to you guys? I remember people, chastising her for her dressing, for, she's too sexy. I remember that video,
Wanted.
They wanted to kill her. And I still, if you Google it, my posts will come up. I did a whole post like, what is the problem?
Yeah.
She's wearing a flesh-toned bodysuit. Is she naked?
Design.
What's the problem? Like, it's so wild. I think she tweeted something, posted something the other day about, I think it was 10 years of the anniversary of the song. And she was like, how they wanted to kill me, but look at what people are wearing now. And I'm just like, wow.
Well, they police female artists.
Nigerians
So
are-
much.
Nigerians.
And let's even talk about that. I feel like female artists give so much to the game. Like in terms of even performing, they dance, they sing, they will cut off the live band and the DJ track and they're singing live. And, they dance.
Talked
We need to remind people because I just think it's absolutely beyond disrespectful. And I say it all the time that a lot of women's work, whatever field they're in, is always erased. How dare you have a top 50 Afrobeat songs of all time, and one Tiwa Savage song by herself is not there. Like, I thank God though they remembered Yemi Alade's journey because that was a giant
massive.
of its own on its own.
Isn't that the Nigerian music video with the highest number of views or close?
At
That was
some
at one
point.
point.
At
I don't
some
know how
point.
now.
At one point.
It was the first
Before
one
the
to
bots
hit.
came in.
So
It was the first one to hit 100 million streams, yes.
So the whole what you're saying about the way like Nigerian female artists are treated and everything, I feel that Nigerian female artists, it is so tough. First of all, you have to make sure you look good all the time. Your favorite male artist can have like a pot belly hanging out from there, but let your favorite Nigerian female artist just look like she had one wrap of swallow. It's like, oh my gosh, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. So it's just so much harsher. It's so much harsher and it's so unfair. And I feel that in terms of the bar, before people kind of like accept you or people kind of, like rate you is much higher for female artists. I remember when I started in the music industry, like I said, I moved back in 2009 and I started working at Beat FM. And I remember the December shows, there would be no female artists. When they're like, oh, this person, that person. And I'd be like, we have female artists, right? But they would there would be no female artists. Then things changed, and the first female artist that I was hearing a lot, of course, was Tiwa.
I've thought about that a lot, right? Sorry to cut you short if I did. Before Tiwa Savage came, the last time we had genuine female superstars was the 80s. The female superstars,
the rest of them.
The female superstars of the 2000s were rappers. Who was the singer that was big? Coin had a run sometime at some point. Moma G didn't really break the glass ceiling. Tiwa Savage just came out and shattered everything.
Yeah.
Until now, do you know what's funny about Tiwa Savage?
What?
If people want to do a remix to a big song, which Nigerian female artists are they going to call?
Well, now you have her daughters. You have Thames, and you have Arya.
People will still call her. Do you know why? People will still call her. Do you know why? Because there's a loyalty. There's a fan base that maybe those ones have not built yet. I don't think they've built it yet.
And that's why I think that Tiwa should come on this show, because she has to tell me. I don't. And I'll say it now. I was in her DMs. Tiwa, you must come here. You will come to this show. You cannot. You've gone to every interview in America, in London. You will come here, sister, because we helped you. We helped. We pushed your music. We were your supporters. No, but honestly, jokes apart, I just think, and that's why I like when Tenny came and disrupted the whole thing.
Yeah.
She wasn't your girly girl. She wasn't gonna put on makeup for you, even though she's a very pretty girl. She wasn't your tiny size 6, typical whatever. So I liked that she came and disrupted the whole damn thing. I love it. She was like, okay.
And she's hilarious.
Yeah, she's hilarious. She has lots of personality. She's talented. So I was just like, okay, I like that. I like that she just came and disrupted the whole, because that time, record labels, now that you mentioned the record label era, they used to run away from signing female artists because they said that female artists were too expensive to maintain. Her hair has to be perfect. She can't wear. Is that wrong though? But it's actually I won't say it's wrong, but at the same time, it's unfair. Like it's like, oh, she can't rock the same outfit. She can't. Like I remember speaking to a young artist. You know me, I've sold all sorts of things in my life. So at one point, the era where I was selling men's clothes, I had an artist came to the studio to do an interview. And once the mics went off, I was like, hey, bros, I have this t-shirt. I have this t-shirt for sale. And he was like, mama, don't you have any plain t-shirts? And I said, plain t-shirts, why? He said, see, sister, once I wear my plain white,
Facts.
and I put my nice chain, they will not know if it's the same chain or same shirt I've worn. Facts. But if I wear these graphic shirts now, they will know that this is what I wore for one show one time, so I can't rock it again. But guess what? The female artists can't try that time. I don't know about now.
Even now, it's worse now.
Even
it's
now,
worse now.
The demand.
Yeah, they're harassing.
Crazy.
Remember one time when somebody called you, speaking of the December show, somebody called you and you suggested a particular female artist. She had like 4 hits that year, 3 to 4 big hits that year. And they said, she's going to fix her teeth first. And I was just like, what do you mean?
Again, it goes back to the demands on female artists, Nigerian female artists, are ridiculous.
Meanwhile, that same year, there was an artist who had like jams. Like this guy, I don't know what he used to do, but he had so many jams. And I'm still rooting for his comeback. But he also didn't have perfect teeth, but we didn't hear pim about his teeth. We didn't hear anything about their looks. We didn't hear anything. But female artists will come on stage, sing, belt out, hit notes, sing, dance, do choreography, do everything. And they're like, let her fix her teeth.
Did that make you angry though?
Absolutely, 100% angry, because it also happens to us.
Yeah.
We're talking about music now, but it also happens to us as on-air personalities. I say this thing all the time where once you have children, once you get married, they kind of shelf you. You now become auntie. And so that's why I always fight I'm not your auntie. If we're not related, don't call me your auntie. Because our counterparts who have 3, 4, 5 children who are older than us still get gigs. Like the other day, no, this is my last.
I started ranting again.
No, it's okay.
But I'm allowed to. It's okay. This is my last point on this whole situation. The other day, I'm not going to mention the company. They were hailing one of our contemporaries, male, for hosting a particular show 10 years or 9 years in a row. And they were clapping for him. And I was like, yeah, there will be a female that you would be celebrating like this if you didn't swap them out like they were side dishes. So he hosts this big show every year, but the female co-hosts, they switch them like side dish. No, but it's true. And I'm just like, give people a chance. It's like, it's so unfair. Like, oh, but they're telling us, maybe they didn't say it to you, but when I was on radio, the moment I turned 30, management was telling me, you're old. And I was like, what the heck do you mean? Charlamagne is like 5 years older than me. What are you saying? Like the Breakfast Club then, it was Charlamagne, Angela Yee, and they were all 45 years old. I'm like, what are you talking about? Or when I was coming back from maternity leave, HR calls me for a meeting. I'm like, I wasn't even there. What do I do now? And then she's like, oh, she was trying to convince me to switch over to classic. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean?
I will say this.
That is so wrong, man.
I will say this.
I'll punch someone.
Because I went to have a baby, all of a sudden I should move to Classic FM.
The biggest
That
difference,
sounds so wrong, man.
The biggest difference that I noticed was it was after I got married and after I had kids. After my first son, I'd go for events. He'd be like, oh my gosh, where's your son? I'd be like, is he my, you know? And I'm just like, it's so unfair. But they don't. But it's one of those. It's one of those. I think
they don't do that to Ike. They don't do that to Ebuka. They don't do that to any of these other guys who are our colleagues in the industry.
So I think it's one of these things. They're older than us.
Are they stylishly telling you guys that, oh, bring your child everywhere you go and take care of your child?
They want you to move out of the scene once you marry.
I remember when I first started in the industry, and this was like my first. I hadn't, been like a radio presenter or any kind of presenter before. And I remember I was just thinking, okay, let me speak to a few people that have been in the industry for a while and let me just understand what my career path might look like. And they were just like, you need to do this, you need to do that, because, when you get married now, you're going to have to, stay at home and everything. I'm like, why? What happened? So there was this whole, you need to do this and do that because once you get married, things are going to change. And I was just like, no, but if I'm going to be very honest, things did change. I remember there's certain people that honestly, the way they spoke to me was
changed.
Yes, changed. And I'm like, yo, we used to go drinking before.
Now you're someone's wife, you need to respect your husband.
And I'm just, it was very shocking to me because in my mind, I'm still the same person.
Yeah.
Yes, I grew a baby, but I'm still the same person. I have the same, personality, the same vibe, the same energy. And I think it's just sad, like Bemi said, that we as, women in the industry, we don't often get given that chance. Like sometimes when people are talking about Tiwa's age, I'm like, look at him. He's like 50-something, but he's still, you guys are still like, Kaylee, how old is Tiwa? How old is he?
Baby, I hear you.
You guys hear?
You want to say something?
Open your ear. Oh. I said, how old is Tubaba?
Honestly,
has anybody said Tubaba's too old?
Can I say something?
So it so happens that you're the man up here. So why are people like
what the fuck?
Why?
Open the door. What's it going?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Honestly,
not tools, Jackie the guest.
Yo.
Let's be honest, right? Tiwa looks. If we're gonna call a spade, Tiwa looks way better than a lot of the. Should I say the people
man is
that are like 10 years younger than her?
Yeah.
But nobody's talking about them. But anyways,
honestly. Can I say something?
Sure. Sorry.
I think male artists, the moment they start hitting 38, they also get similar things. Not as much, but they do. I know someone currently, or a few people currently, that they would say there is an ageist culture in this industry.
Yes.
Men who say it.
But it's worse for women.
For artists, but it's not just worse, way worse. The female artists that I know who are in their 30s, just in their 30s, they treat them like they are.
They don't like to. That's why people don't like to mention their age.
Like, you know what? Another thing that I've noticed is that when the audience find it a little bit difficult to sexualize you, that is when things change. So if you think about it, right, and this is, I'm going to be very honest, this is something that, I experienced as well. Like when I got engaged, when I got married, I was just like, what's going on? I just thought, I was like, oh, like I said, the way people, spoke to me and everything was different. But I just found it like fascinating. And I think that's something that happens with a lot of, should I say, female artists, female actors. Once you get married, once they can't...
Personalities.
Do you understand? Then things become a little bit different. Then on top of it, when you now have kids, then it's not like, just move to the side. Just move to the side. No matter how talented you are.
I agree.
No matter the kind of talent you are. No matter if you can sing like a songbird. No matter how talented you are.
I don't think it's just a Nigerian thing, though. I think it's a global thing. But then, with the Nigerian environments, we're hypocrites, one. Then we are prudes as well. And it just makes things hard.
Did you say we're prudes?
Yeah, we're kind of prudes.
Yes.
Hypocrites. Hypocritical prudes.
I've said Nigerians are perverted prudes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
what
best.
It is. That's exactly how to put it. That's exactly how to put it.
That is one of the...
Do you guys know all these girls that are doing, what do they call it on Twitter now? Web3. Are we going to...
What? Wait.
I found out about that recently. I was like, what the heck am I reading?
I don't know. What is that? What is that?
They call it Web3.
Is it Nigerian OnlyFans?
The industry is called Web3.
Okay. Yeah,
it's like a play on words on Web3.
So basically sex workers, right?
Sex workers that are online.
Okay.
That are online, they do some type of OnlyFans, and then there's a platform called All Access Fans.
Yeah, I did that.
Where they get to make a hell of a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. And it's like what?
Some of these girls are making life-changing money on there, right? Like one of them posted, like in the last 3 months, she's made about 100 million, thereabouts. Yeah, but the point I was trying to make is...
on there? What? I can do that. You know what? I think we need to do like an episode on that because apparently I'd never heard of this before, but apparently there's a lot going.
Kelvin knows a couple of them. Kelvin brought a porn star for me to interview while I was at Pulse.
Yeah.
I feel that I'm like a good few years behind because the last one I remember was, what's it called? Coded Runs, Abby. But that was like, that's old, right?
That's like
a long time
They don't
ago.
even do that anymore.
Please.
Was that COVID?
That was pre-COVID.
Wow.
Food fetish is now a proper online thing on your feed. People are showcasing their food fetish.
We need to talk to
There
them.
was this, I don't know if this story is true. I hope it's true because I'm about to look into it. There's this lady that did OnlyFans, but she generated a model by AI.
Like an AI model, yeah.
And I was like, I can do that.
That sounds
I can do that one.
Well, can people tell the difference?
Some AI is really, really good.
Oh, I will tell
Some of it's really good. So I'm just like, hey, if I don't have to, I can put my voice. Oh, do you want me to take off this top? Oh, I'm gonna need you. This Molly, the British girl. Yeah. Bumi, why are you looking at me like you're ashamed of me? We've talked about this before. Don't act like we haven't had this conversation before.
It's the voice that I'm laughing at. Please, I beg.
I saw this from, what's her name? Molly something.
The one that slept with 1,000 guys?
Yes. We need to talk about
Molly,
that one.
I know the babe.
Yeah.
It's not Molly, yeah.
So somebody went to interview her, and this was the same interview so when she slept with about 1,000 men or something, she said that her family were in support. They support what she does and everything. So during this interview that dropped not too long ago, they spoke to her parents, and her parents were like, we're trying to figure out what we did wrong, that, why is she doing this, why is she doing that? Anyways, after that, she bought them a car, and they were happy.
Yeah, exactly.
But the person that was interviewed, she bought them a car, and they were like,
that's the reality, though.
But the person that interviewed her was in the, was on set with her when she was doing whatever she's doing for her, her fans.
Content.
And what she does is she just, gets naked, and these people just keep sending money, and they call it tips.
Yep.
So she's just like, oh, I'm getting hot now.
Yep.
I want to take off this top, but I'm going to need you guys to, up the tip jar or something like that. Let's go back to music. All right. So I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you to give me like 2 or 3 artists. Okay. Or should I do this the other way?
Oh, God.
So we're going to talk about...
Can I drink?
Yes, you can drink. Okay. Have like a good sip. So this section is called Whatever Happened To. And you're just going to give your opinions about artists that at one time, they were running shit.
They were giving us bangers.
We're not quite sure what happened. Till today, I don't know what happened to Sean Tizzle.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Like Sean Tizzle it wasn't even like there was a gap. He literally was dropping back-to-back hits and then he just disappeared.
I don't think he disappeared.
Well,
I think people just stopped listening, that's all.
But why? What happened?
I have no idea. I think
because what happens? Because this is my opinion. What I've seen is you drop hits, then you drop one that maybe is not so hot. Then people kind of start falling back, and then you drop another one that's not so hot.
What went wrong.
I don't know what happened to like Sean Tissot.
You know who I'm
no idea.
still gunning for Orezi. Orezi used to drop jams too. Another person that I'm thinking of is Mehdi.
Never
He
a fan.
had a good run.
Never
he
a
had
fan
a
of
good
him,
run. That is it.
Do you say you were never a fan of his?
No.
Why? I
didn't
say,
like his
sure,
music.
boy.
Never connected with me.
Are you
serious?
serious? Joe? Is
Just
this
way
still
too
your
much.
girlfriend?
No, I
Why?
did uni at the time. I'm not big boy now. It's not a P Square. No, I was just not a fan.
Really? Huh.
I was gonna say
Black Magic.
Huge fan.
Black. You know what? Black Magic. I feel that he was way before his time.
I don't
I feel
think
that
that's.
he was way before his time. Yeah.
I don't think that was the problem.
What do you think the problem was?
There are some things I can't say on camera, of course. But,
Why?
Talk it!
but there are some things that you can't say on camera.
Should I talk
There
it?
are some things that you were not saying on camera. I think.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I just think the problem is he had a style. It sounded like a couple people. Even though the style was not exactly like those people. Nigerians tend to when they see the person that you
Name
look like who
names.
is bigger, his vocals were very similar to Burna Boy's. Yeah.
I mean, there was a time they said that.
Yeah,
but
of course. It was. And the problem is people usually just pick a side. Look at Rema and Alpha P, even till this day. It's just what it is.
Wait, Black. I don't know if I agree with that. Black
It is
Magic
true.
and Burna.
It's not the same. I don't disagree with you that it's not the same.
It's not
It's not the
exactly
same. But the problem is the baritone and the way they use the baritone in their voice. Is the baritone that they call it? Whatever it is that it is, the bass in their voice, there's a way they use it in a very melodious way.
I think
People just tend to pick a side.
I don't
That's
know.
one.
Okay.
Number two,
we're going to agree to disagree on that one.
Number two, I just don't think he ever really did sign a big deal with anybody that could fund his career. That's another part. I think that's the most important.
So funding has to be a problem.
I think not even possible. Like every other person that could blow in that era, they all had money.
Do you know who I
Someone
want
that
to
could
come
fund
back? Shay Shay.
them. She
Shay
never
was
really went
such
away.
a talent.
She never really went
God.
away.
She never really went away.
I think she dropped music like last month or something, or 2 months ago.
Yeah, she has.
she always
Sing
dropped
it.
music.
Do you know
Me,
that?
I heard it because I like music, but I can't remember.
What did you think of it?
It was good. She featured somebody, or maybe someone featured her. I can't remember. Yeah.
The one person that I feel, this is my personal favorite, this is my personal opinion, the artist that I feel, he's not really, I wouldn't even say you can even consider him like an Afrobeats artist or whatever. He's like in a league of his own. The person that I feel does not till this very day get the recognition he deserves is Bez. Bez is...
But he's Christian now. He's doing gospel now.
That sounds like an accusation.
He preaches now.
But even before he became a pastor,
Oh, yeah.
for the longest time,
there's-
I feel that Bez
You feel like he
is...
came before his time?
I think so.
There are
I
things,
think so.
There are just certain types of music that are not as commercially viable as the other
Yeah.
ones. It's,
Okay.
no, we don't make the rules.
So,
like
like-
right now,
and
there's Dotty that is very, very good. It's not as commercially viable.
I just
Rhymo was never
remember. I just remember being on radio, and I'm like, my listeners will love you. They're going to love you. And I would play like I'd play Bears. I'd play like even Black Magic. There are a whole bunch of people that I just used to play and play.
know
And
what?
people are like, oh, that's nice. But I'm just like, no, love them.
We had said that we're going to talk about music videos, but shout out to Kemi Adetiba because she did a madness with Bez's videos.
Yeah,
Like they were
she did.
so...
Especially that Super Son album.
They were so monumental. And she did a madness with a bunch of videos from Olamide to a bunch of them. But you were saying something about music videos.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
I have a beef with music videos right
What's
now.
the beef?
Where's the camera? That's the camera. Dear Nigerian artists, Edakun, stop blowing your budget on music videos. Hey, Joe.
For people who don't understand what's happening right now, how much are people paying to shoot music videos?
A
Give us
hell of a
range.
lot of money, man.
Give us a range.
Like, I was speaking to an artist once that I wanted to sign an artist, and
You wanted to sign artists.
Yeah.
You don't like your peace of mind.
no, wait. Like the question was, and the artist said they needed 100,000.
Dollars.
Yeah, right. And the
160 million naira.
And the conversation was, it wasn't even about the fact that you needed 100,000. Okay, what for? Right.
more than
Well,
that,
we're
actually.
going to shoot videos of like 70,000. Okay, how much will now be left for marketing? Well, we'll need advance of like 10,000. Okay, no problem. So you now leave 20,000 for marketing.
That's not enough.
Now,
no
where is the
near
return
enough.
on investment? Do you know what that pisses me off about all of them? Anytime I hear it now, what I think of is the biggest song in the world last year doesn't have a music video. It has a visualizer that was shot in one frame. Everybody on the bag and tipsy. Right?
Okay, Shabuzi. Okay, so here's
Shabuzi.
I tweeted this a couple of times. I said, is the music video still relevant today?
It is.
Or should artists just shoot visualizers? What's the difference between a music video and a visualizer for those who don't understand?
It's just, there's a difference, right? There should be a difference. A visualizer is not necessarily a music video, but a lot of people, because they feel like music videos should be in a certain way.
Big budget.
They shoot videos and then they call them visualizers because they look like low budget videos because they shot them in locations that were not very pretty. They are music videos where you call them visualizers.
Or it's animated. For example, what Joe Boy did with...
It was a music video. It was just animated. That was what it was, right? So a lot of people tend to mix that up. But my problem with Nigerian artists right now is is the amount of money that you want to spend on the videos, bro.
So basically,
why are you spending a chunk of your money on music videos and you are not marketing?
Our crew
That's
as an
why
example.
That's why when it comes to Christmas time, they need to charge 1 million for their fees.
I mean, the ones that are charging 1 million for their fees are even making money back on their music.
So
videos.
my question, okay, so do you care about a music video? Does it matter to you? Apart from, this music video was so fire, what does it do for you after that? No. I mean, there are some music videos that are
very good,
are iconic,
very, very good.
Do you understand? Some are iconic
Very,
or whatever.
very good.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Not
but
even
at
just
the end of
clean. The
day-
creativity is so high.
Do you know what? Actually, when I think about it, I can't remember the last time that I
watched
saw
a music
somebody's
video.
music video. You know, a good 10 plus years ago, when you have a song, when an artist drops a song, the next like anticipation or the next, is like the video. And things have massively changed. I think it's a mixture of the fact that, you can see everything you want to see on their social media. If you want to see videos of them dancing, you can see that on their social media. You can see that on TikTok. You can see that.
So there's no experience anymore. I agree.
I feel like
I agree.
the need to have a very flashy music video, just
I don't think it's necessary.
you just get like a whole bunch of TikTok dances and that's it.
Just shoot.
TikTok is in EMTV.
Yeah, just shoot like
Content.
3 or 4 or 5 or 6
Pieces of
visualizers
content.
that are good, and you'll be fine. I personally think, but I'm not an artist.
I don't think music videos have gone out of style. I just think
there's no need to pump so much money.
The demand
people
has
use them
drastically dropped.
as a rite of passage, right? Oh, I've gotten to this threshold now. I should be able to shoot this video because now this is the level that I am. You must shoot this type of video.
It's like they won't rest unless
unless this TJ Mori has shot their video.
That time it was Clarence.
Do you understand?
And then
now TJ Mori must shoot your video for you to show that you've blown. So you must tick a box for your ego. And I look at it and I'm like, okay, what's the plan? Now you release a video, 500,000 views. You spend 25,000 on it. Where's the money going to come from? Like, the part that pisses me off is you spent a chunk of your money on the video, one video. Now you have to market 2 songs. And now you can't market the songs.
So if somebody were to try to break an artist, you have this talented kid or whoever it is right now, and the person is like, okay, let's push this artist out there. Approximately how much do you think is needed to
break
launch
a song?
a career? Right, launch an artist right now. Just give me a ballpark.
Oof. To break an artist.
For example, now my son's about to be 7. If I said this boy is going to be Wild Kid, not Wizkid. Wild Kid. This is like Wild Kid. I want him to be massive and everything. What do I need?
No, but that's a kid. And I'm talking about, let's say he's 18.
What if he was a prodigy or something?
Yes.
What if? Very possible.
Okay, but yeah.
Nigeria has
what
not
do you
really
need?
done well.
Anyway,
with
I think
How much do you need?
let's start from one song, right?
Okay.
You have to break a song first.
a single, first single for
You
an
have to break a
artist.
song.
How much? Give us dollars.
I've seen a song get broken with as little as... I think there's a lifeline around in the industry right now that marketing is very expensive. Yes, it can be expensive, right? But I think a lot of people also inflate a lot of money related to it. Let's be real,
Okay.
right? I've seen a song get broken with as little as 7, 8 million naira. Not that much money.
Only little.
Yeah, as little as no. When I say little, it's by music industry standards.
It happens
right?
once in a
That
lifetime.
Exactly. Now I have seen songs in the last 2 years get broken with as little as 7 million songs, not just one, right? Mm-hmm. And I've seen songs get broken with as much as $50,000.
$.
Yeah, 100,000. Yeah. 120. Mm-hmm. I've seen it before. Mm-hmm. Now, but the problem is there's also a lot of mouths that marketing feeds. It's another thing that I've noticed. So everybody put all their family problems on marketing funds, right? But the reality of the matter is the way the people that actually do marketing really do marketing, they don't spend the money like you know how people used to spend the money back then. You want to do it, you go to everywhere, you pump the money everywhere. Now, you have to know where the thing is coming from before you know where to spend the money. That's how it should work. But a lot of people just spend the money everywhere.
But a lot of it now goes to social media, for example.
Because digital is where everybody is.
Yeah, where it goes.
Yeah.
If you look at a lot of the American artists, for example, so many of them in their budget they have to have like a sort of, I'm sure they have like a decent TikTok budget where I've released a song, I need like these TikTok dancers, I need to create like a trend. Remember when this was like a good few years ago. It still happens now, but not as much. But remember when if you dropped a song, if you didn't have if there wasn't a trend or a TikTok dance, that means your song
a segment of the song that is TikTokable.
Yes. So seriously. This is why like I could not I've been asked. I couldn't run a record label. I couldn't be like an artist manager. I remember I've had about 4 or 5 requests. To manage an artist. This is when I was on radio.
So why'd you say no?
Because I will kidnap you if you mess up.
No, my own is I will brush you. Because I will actually we will fight. We will actually rack. We will actually rack.
I don't want to break my nails. I wouldn't do that.
I don't mind breaking some things, but
I will get you moved to. Imagine I put all this effort into making your career, and then one day you're like, I want to do. I'll be like, you wanna do what? You wanna do?
You
what?
must be mad.
I was like, no. So likewise with the record label. I mean, you can say it now, but in terms of signing an artist, you know how much money. Your artist says, I want to shoot a $70,000 music video. They have to look good. They have to have a nice car. They have to have somebody with a camera following them everywhere they go and everything. And I pump all that money into you. And after a while, you're just like...
Sorry, I need to clarify something. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Songs get broken in Nigeria.
In Nigeria. Okay.
Please.
No, but here's
Nigeria,
the thing. Like imagine...
Just to clarify that.
You know how we used to do... a manager will call and say, we want this person on your show for an interview. You clear it. We're good to go. And then... the time is fast approaching and you're calling the manager, Alpha, where are you guys? Because it's live radio and the person's like, my artist has refused to wake up. Oh, I don't know. Like, do you understand? Are you mad? So I'm giving you money. No. So I'm head of a record label. I'm managing you. I'm giving you money to maintain your whole lifestyle, bring you out from wherever you were from, and then put you maybe on the island, give you car, give you security, make you look good and everything. And then it's time to wake up for an interview and you're saying you want to sleep. I will brush you. Are you joking? Like, no.
Well, you've been in this industry for a long time.
No. Here's the thing.
There's one artist that I heard was so bad with... Okay, let me look.
Who?
Look at my mouth now.
I'm looking at it. I didn't even get it, but we'll talk about it later.
I heard that this artist. I heard that. I mean, I'm going to mention because people are always like, oh, why are you covering your mouth? But I heard that techno was quite bad with things like that. Yeah. Why are you drinking now? Talk it. Literally, they'd be like knocking on his door. So as a manager, if I was ever a manager or a record label owner, I would just, we haven't seen your artist. Really? You haven't? I wonder what happened. You can't do that because some of these managers, some of these like record label owners, they literally are pulling out their hair because this one just, like you said, there was somebody...
Talk it! You guys encourage her. Talk it!
Talk it. There's a certain record label that an artist had approached them, like they wanted to be signed and they were having the discussions and everything and it was going well. And then the artist said, I don't come out before 7 o'clock.
Of course.
Oh, I heard that. Who the hell was that?
And then, so The person that ran this record label was like, okay, thank you very much.
I don't come out before 7:00 in the evening.
Are you a vampire? What the hell?
Do you know the problem with artists? I think for you to be a successful artist, you have to be a narcissist. It's not possible.
You have to.
You have to be a narcissist.
When you say you have
that.
to be a narcissist,
Like, you must be able to believe that I can record a
selfish.
song in this room and the world will hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know the
you
craziest
understand?
thing? But you know what?
That's not the dream.
But you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I thoroughly agree with you. And I also feel that is how certain artists survive.
Course. Yes.
Because
you have to be delusional.
You have to be a narcissist.
You have to believe that deep down you are the shit.
I am. Not me.
You are the shit. There's no one better than me. There's a certain person that we talk about every now and then that low key, this person's career is just kind of still in existence because of their delusion.
Do you know why that if
Why?
if you
No, I'm asking. I'm trying to narrow it down.
if you're trying,
male or female.
They're a day.
non-binary.
Male or female now.
But do you know that if you want to sign an artist right now, you're going to say, if the artist doesn't come off a certain way, con a personality. You know you're going to say that.
But you can have a.
What is that personality?
But you can have a personality without being an asshole.
No, see, there's a way people expect artists and superstars to move.
But you can have a personality without being an asshole.
You can
But
have
people
a
will not
likable
react to you in the
personality.
same way if you don't come off like that
disagree.
superstar. I'm telling you.
Should I give you? Should I? Should I?
a lot to?
Should
I'm
I give you
telling you.
examples?
Thames.
He's not an asshole.
Thames does not come across. Thames comes across very, very. She comes across in a very likable way. Okay. But I don't think she's a. Why? What happened now? What did they do to you? Thank you so much for being a guest on our show. Boy, just commit where you can't come on this show.
I beg.
Thank you for being on our show. I don't know why you are laughing. Did anybody say anything?
Nobody said anything. Do you know what?
Why are you doing kaka? All of you.
I will. His music is amazing. His music is amazing.
To be a man, it's not one day job.
What does that got to do with anything?
That's the title of his new song now.
Oh, I see. Anyway. Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Motolani.
We didn't say.
But if first song come now.
Feel free. Speak your mind.
I wanted to say something.
Refill this drink.
No, I wanted to say something. I can't remember what it was.
Yes. Feel free.
Okay,
You know what
yeah.
I'm waiting for? You know what? I didn't even fucking like him anyway.
I would have said that 2 years ago.
More drink.
I would have said that 2 years ago.
To who?
No.
About who?
I've said some
I'm
wild
just
shit
saying in
my time.
general, he's now like, we've given him a little bit of
I'm thinking of
booze.
so many artists that are actually likable and not assholes, and I've never heard anything bad about them. Niniola, for example, has lots of personality. I've never heard anything bad about her.
I agree.
Who do I feel? Is there
I've
anybody?
never heard anything bad
But
about.
she's-
You might say, oh, maybe because we're Fowls, apart from people attacking him for, but Fowls is not an asshole.
They are not the rule. They are not the rule. They are the exception.
Okay, they're the exception.
Can I be honest, right? I think
And I don't even begrudge artists for being assholes. Like right now, I know that I understand that you have to move like that for you to believe that you're that guy. Honestly, I do.
I don't think you need to be an
honestly,
asshole.
I do.
You don't need to be an asshole.
I really.
you
maybe
feel
not-
like an artist to be
like
successful has to be.
you have to come off in a certain way. You have to come off like you can
Arya
walk
does
in
not
this
give
room.
me asshole vibes.
You can have star
he
quality.
said, okay.
No. I didn't say anything. No, I just said okay.
But I feel that you can have star quality
Without it being negative.
Yes, an asshole.
See,
You can.
you have to see.
So do you think Beyonce
For
is
you
an
to be-
asshole?
For you to be an artist, that's successful, there's a way you need to carry yourself.
Yes, you can carry-
That will
Yes, you can carry yourself
that will
that
come
way.
off as an asshole. It's just what it is. Like it's not.
Maybe
I'm
that's
not.
what you like.
No. It's not. I don't have a kink. Anyway,
Does this also apply to?
Are you sure?
To
I don't.
other jobs,
See,
for
I've
example,
Do you know what?
like maybe on-air personalities or record label execs.
Maybe the
and
way
stuff.
he's talking, he sounds like a guy that likes crazy chicks as well.
no.
But still, I'm just saying.
I like my women
I'm just
Christian, corporates. Anyway.
Bring your privacy or DMs.
You haven't met Maybe he hasn't met crazy
I am
chicks.
not. I'm not even single. Anyway,
Okay.
let's go to the next question. Just
Anyway,
because me with a problem.
I just do it. So which artists? Now this is how we're gonna end this.
Mm-hmm.
Which artist? We said somebody here asked if a certain artist was considered an asshole, and we couldn't respond to that. Which artist, in your opinion, is an asshole?
God.
No, by your definition.
That's a very good question.
He comes off as, or
Not
she
he,
comes
or
off
she, or
as.
she,
I said that's
or
right.
they,
Or she, or they.
or they.
Is anybody?
You know
is any
what?
Nigerian?
You know what? Wait now.
Okay.
Wait. You know what? You know, Wizkid FC has called me a failed rapper.
Screaming. Were you a rapper?
No, I never rapped in my life.
Oh my God.
So, on that note, I came off as an asshole as a journalist.
Oh.
So I guess it works for me, Nami.
Okay.
I'm the asshole.
Thank you so
What
much
sort
for
of
stopping by.
anti-climax nonsense?
Thank you for stopping by.
Nami. Oh my God.
He has used scope to answer.
I don't answer him.
That's a very
He's answered it
journalistic
now,
approach.
But he's answered
Media
it. He's answered
training.
it.
Now
Yeah.
them be the OGs.
Okay, so on that note, we're going to say thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you,
Thank you
man.
very much for
This was
having me.
good.
Well done.
We
Well
need to do this
done.
again. We need to do this again.
Yes.
We need to do this again. Okay, cool.
We agreed to disagree on one or two topics, and it was
That's
fine.
okay.
And there was no bloodshed. I'm so proud of myself.
I don't think I'm capable of bloodshed. I think Bimi is more capable of bloodshed.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm actually the kind, nice one.
Really?
Ajay to one beg. Oh, Shoronga. Hey.
I'm likely. I don't do public confrontation,
Okay.
but will I send somebody to your house? I absolutely
Hey, Joe.
I
Open
will.
the door, please. Hey, Jalo.
Welcome to Money Zone by Money Point, and this is where you get up close and personal with the brand Money Point.
Yes.
I know you've probably heard about it, but we're going to do so many things to help you understand it better and to become a part of your everyday life. Abby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
even have a tagline.
what is that?
Money Zone by Money Point, where we help you get your money right.
O'Shea, bars.
Field rap a lot more.
So some of you, we had asked some of you to ask some questions, some money questions, money concerns. We know that the economy is not smiling right now. And so this is why we have Ask Money Points today.
Yes.
And somebody had sent in this question. Do you want to read the question? Okay.
Yes, I'll read the question. This is from Funke from Ikeja. And she says, this is a good one. Is living within your means still realistic in today's Nigeria? Because honestly, I've heard so many people say, I'm living within my means, but somehow I'm still broke before the month's end.
Sis Tale. Don't worry. I think a lot of people can relate to this, but our good friends at Money Point also sent in an answer, and they said, yes, the truth is that you are probably living within your means. However, what counted as living within your means, let's say 5 years ago, is not the same today. So think about it. Back then, maybe you could eat out like twice a week, or take a ride instead of like a bus or a downfall. Even if your income hasn't changed, the cost of those exact habits right now has tripled, has doubled, in some cases more than that. So you're not necessarily doing anything wrong, Funke. The economy is just messing with you, right? So here's what they recommend. They said, set up a strong budgeting system. So I know someone who splits his money into wallets. He puts a fixed amount into his ride-hailing wallet. Same thing for food, same thing for, and once that wallet is empty that's it, nothing till next month. So simple. So say for example, you are going to budget, let's say 10K for this month. I'm just giving you an example. Don't think about whether it's realistic or not. You're saying 10K today, 10K for this month of September, for example, for ride sharing, and 10K again for maybe lunch or
Eating
enjoyment
out.
or whatever it is. Yeah. Once you finish it, don't go and bring out another money to add to it. Simple. You can also lock the money aside with savings products like Money Point for your needs. The things that you could have afforded in a month before can be broken down into 3 months of savings, right? This way, it's not so heavy on your pocket. So, for example, set 50K aside for your quarterly spa day. You have to do spa in this economy. Or 20K for December enjoyment. No, December is coming, so you might want to save right now because so that way you are still enjoying, but within the boundaries that your pockets can carry. So the bottom line is just basically redefine your means and how you work towards it, and you'll be able to live within your newly defined means. And I know it's painful, but we're all adjusting. We're all adjusting, honestly. There's another question here, and this is Abu. He didn't say where he's sending the question from. Abu says, as a business owner in Nigeria, how are you really supposed to save? Hey, Abu. Because every time money comes in, it feels like it goes straight back into stock, staff salaries, or one emergency. Sometimes I wonder, is saving even realistic when you are still trying to grow the business? Oh, this is such a good question.
This is such a good question. As business owners, we completely understand because...
Who sent me?
Do you understand? You know what? Do you know that's exactly what I was like about a month ago? I was like, why am I doing this? Why? Why am I doing this? Anyhow, our good friends at MoneyPoint suggested that you do this. So they've answered and they said, this one is tricky. I won't lie because they always say we use money to make money, right? And for a growing business, every kobo you put back in really counts. So it might feel like now is not the time to be removing even 1 naira. But here's the thing. What if something suddenly happens and your business needs extra cash to survive? If you've reinvested everything or spent it all on operations, what happens then? You end up looking for a loan. And honestly, loans should be for expansion, not just survival. Now, I think the problem is how we see saving. We imagine it as a huge chunk of money you must pull out every month, but it's not like that. It's the habit that matters, not the amount. That's very true. That's actually very true. Even if it's 100 naira a day, that's something, and over time, it adds up. And if you feel like doing it manually will be hard to keep up with, try something automated like the Save As You Earn plan on MoneyPoint. It deducts a small amount every time money enters or leaves your account. That way, you don't even have to think about it. So yes, you can save as a business owner. Just start with a habit first, no matter how small, and grow it from there.
And speaking of being a business owner, we also want to do something special on Money Zone for business owners. So if you'd like us to give your business a shout out, it's called the Money Shouts. All you need to do is basically download Money Points, okay? They will give us the someone's name, or they'll pull out someone's name from there, and we'll actually talk about your business maybe on an episode of Off Air. Very simple. It's called the Money Shouts. We're not doing it right now, but we're telling you to download the app. Basically, very, very simple. If you want us to give, and that's free promo. Do you know how much promo is now? Do you know how much marketing is now? Yes. This is free. All you got to do is download the Money Points app, use it, and our good folks at MoneyPoint will send your name down and will contact you to find out exactly what it is you want us to pinpoint about your business so that we can help
you sell your market.
Yes, give our millions and millions of viewers and listeners. All right? That's it. And on that note, we have to say goodbye. But before we say goodbye, big shout out to our guest Motolani for stopping by, for being so fun, for being so open. Even though he didn't want to say a few things, but
he's trying to be politically correct.
Yeah, we gave him some drinks. But honestly, the music conversation can never end.
Yes,
I didn't want this episode to end. We're going to tackle this again. We need to talk about what's happening in the industry right now. There's so much to talk about, but this was a good episode. What is your favorite era of Nigerian music? I don't think that there's any right or wrong answer because we're all different people. So you can put that in the comment section. Let us know. Put songs, put artist names. Let us know what era, was the best for you or sweetest for you.
Yep. Yeah. Was it when you were partying a lot like me? That's definitely, or was it when, I don't know, maybe you were at school, you were like a teenager and I don't know.
Or in uni or an adult, whatever it is,
Did you answer? What was your... Yeah, you did, didn't you?
I did. It was very wide. I said it was from like 2004, 2005 to about 2018. That is a good 13, 14 years. But honestly, I think that we have some solid gems in that era. Some artists from that era are still around today. Some, we don't know what's going on with them. But see...
What's your least favorite era?
I think now... is my least favorite era because I don't know what some people are doing, but
I don't like. I think.
What's your least favorite era?
Nowish? Nowish as well.
Could it be age?
It's not
know.
age, and that was shady, by the way. I should throw my shoe.
I don't.
You know what?
I don't know if I consider that shade because if you think about it, our lives are very different. Our lives are very different now.
But my ears grow old.
But
I'm confused.
The way. Let me use myself as an example. The way I consume music is different.
Oh yeah.
A good few years ago, especially
because
when,
we're working.
Yes, on radio, I was literally, constantly what's hot, what's new, this person's dropped this. And now it's a case of if something catches my attention, yes, I'm not listening to who?
Escaladizi.
Who the heck is that?
You don't say this. You don't know.
Okay, anyways. But yes, if something catches my attention, I'll, pay attention and listen. But, our lives are very different now.
I guess, but I still listen to music. I drive a lot, so I listen. And
are you listening to right now?
Right now, and I'm just like, what the heck are you people doing? But anyway, it's okay. No problem. Shout out to you guys. Well done. Keep the flag flying and all that. Good job. Yay, TikTok people. I'm just saying.